Hey, Ronnie, you're still around. Hey, how's it going? Haven't heard much of you today. Again, back to Kyle. Two things I wanted to mention in this, and I wasn't prepared to do it, is we have one moon on this side, and we have one moon on this side. This moon is for A on the left. This moon is A on the right. In the center, okay, it's everything that passes. These two come together. It brings in the joint world, the IT world, and then the result is one of you. In the one of you, you get the same thing. You are the one of you, and you have to bring the soul and the spirit together to be the one of you again. The incoming and the outcoming, as you are born into this world, okay, from the spirit world, you must be connected in spirit. And now that you are in soul, you must be connected in spirit. We're in spirit, must connect to the soul. Now the soul must connect to the spirit. I'm going back in while it's coming to me. I'm going back home. That's the way the basic of reality is. I was watching race cars. He told the race car, he says, that old bastard. He called the bastard the engine or the car. Engine has to do with this year, 5775. Okay, InGen. Car is the arc. Okay, the support of the motor. Okay. Then there's the different kinds. There's Ferrari. Ferrari is actually like Nibiru because it's yellow and it's red. The motor oils that they use. I'm not where else I should be. Here is J for Jupiter, JA, and JC. This is Earth, okay, and this is Mercury. We must bring the blood flow, the blood clot, okay, and Earth and Jupiter to come out in a 9 birth and live in the heaven of Neptune. The heaven of Neptune in low shu brings in Mercury. See the two here, the smile, and the two here, the smile. Inside is the middle world. We turn it together, we draw a line. I can't really explain it right now. I like to call this Jacobi, the Jacob, the break. I'm not sure how it works, which way. I shouldn't even be putting this together. I'm not going to say the leaf. I'm not. Why did I put this over here? I don't like this video. It is to do with the P, and it has to do with the K. Okay, for peak, pika, like peekaboo. 16th letter, 11th letter, bringing you red. Red BG. It's a red bag. Now what is this? 16 becomes 32, becomes 48. This is the light that comes into creation of 666. 8 by 6 is 48. 16, 16, 16 is 1 and 6, 7, 7, 7. Zion, Israel is inside your body. The body we have. The life of 22, 11, 11. Everybody knows 11, 11 is just like this. This is what 11, 11 does. It picks up this side and this side. And then it picks up this side and this side. It's like saying the H and I resides inside O, because then the dot comes in here at O. And this is a sucky video. I don't like it at all. Has anybody seen this design over here? Okay. This is like a dot here and a dot here. This would be basically the percentage sign. Also, you can see where the V is, and the V upside down is more or less the Gimel. Green, okay, is created when yellow runs over blue. If I put yellow and blue together, yellow is 11, blue is 4. 0 equals 6, 4 and 6 equals 10, 10 equals 16, and then we're back to the number over here. P is in the E family, K is in the A family, together they create O. O is 15, the first letter and the fifth letter. The 16th letter and the 11th letter. 11 and 1 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 16, 1 and 6 is 7, 7 and 5 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 12 and 13 create the jack. They link up the light between 1 and 1 world. Still, I do not like this video. To end this video, we have a background. We take the background and we take this. When it is sitting like this, we call it numbers, okay? When it turns like this, it's low shu, okay? Because this will cut an angle onto two sides of the square. You take that square like that, right? You see the square in here? And you put that right over it. So now it's cutting into two sides. You see the way it cuts into two sides? So we put it over this and we spin it. But you can't see it. You can't see the depth that we see, and it's an illusion of light. I will put up that I don't like this video. What other things did I do today? Can anybody read any of this? Right? You know, the A family Welcome to the A family. When B walks into the A family, it runs into the beach because it's B-E and H. Beach. Can anybody read any of this? It's regular letters. Look at this one over here. Look at this one over here. 00 TV. 00 TV. R-U-B-I-X. This says Rubik's. The same time, it says Vison, or Arizona, or 6, the zone. Again, in Rubik's. When Rubik's Cube is made and it's cut, okay, you see the R? Here's the R. What is this? The 11 over here? This is the separation when you put U next to it. And then you put B, but I designed this B as an A. I could have designed it the other way, which is this way. Do you see the way the B has a front? It goes in. If you take that B, this will create the Star of David over here. I did not do it over here, but I did. Oh, it was over here I did it. There's your Star of David. You see the X inside of it over here? You see where it's, let me flip it upside down. Okay? I flip it upside down. I got D, and at the other end I got B. Now, the question is, what's inside? It says 3 and 3 over here. It says MW. It's a K on one side. It's a K on the other side. I did not go through the relativity of its value, but I will bring you up one more thing. The minimum and the maximum. This is the minimum we can do to the Star of David. This takes up one square. This divides it just one time. Okay? Do you notice how many rows there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 2 of these. Only one number 8. This one and this one are closed. Everything else is open. This fits in a box. You put your jars so none of the jars knock each other. I think Aldous Huxley would probably know more about that than me. How we play Monopoly. This we can turn into the Monopoly board. I'm not going to get into it. The RFID chip, the Buffalo chip, okay, something to do with the creation of the light, or to interfere the light within us, the chip. What is this over here? Okay, we have one here and one here, one here and one here. We have nothing in the center. We have one here and one here, one here and one here. 2, 2. These are outside 2s, so this would be 0. This would be 404. We need a minimum of 2 in order to make this one light up. Nothing is alone. If it's 11, it's 22. If it's prime, cut it in half. The minute it says 0.5, 0.5 says I connect to the center. Right away the connector says I am this way and I am this way. The center is 2 ways. It's 2 different worlds. One of the worlds will create half boxes and split the boxes in 2, making them have 2 values. Okay. Where else is it? What else can I do in here? Putting the U next to the R creates an N letter next to the R. So you now have N. You have a space or the O. Then you have a B. Depending on how I'm allowed to use these letters, or the equation I use for this will create words within and explanations in itself. I have not thought of what I want to do with this, or an equation that I can create. So I'm only showing you the design within its own. The reality of why this is like this and it's not like this over here is because when you have, first of all, you have to know this is the B one way, this is the B the other way, this is the empty space. Inside the empty space, just like this, there's a formation. There's a fixed formation. Because when you plug the wires in on this side, it's fixed formations telling you what everything is doing. It's like that CPU board. Old Mother Hubbard, the cupboard was bare. The cupboard, or was it the CPU, the motherboard? The one they had in Terminator, it had 5 rows of 3. 3 times 5 was 15. 5, 5, 5. 5 divided by 75 is 25. There's so many things, so many things. 3 times 19 is 57. 5 by 20, 3 by 19 is 57, and 3 by 25 is 75. 57, 75 in 25 and 19, which is the birth of the B world. Okay, bring that together is 44. But you have to duplicate it. Everything has to get duplicated because we were duplicated. They duplicate us, they make something over there, they give it its whole life. The only difference between that and us is that, okay, receives the pure information. We live the information from purity. But we've been separated. It's been, how can I say it? I can't even say it because I don't know what words to choose. And whatever words I choose, there's two sides to every story. Even if there's two sides to every story that I tell, the reality of your perception will be the difference of everything. And then there's the truth. So I showed you off this little thing. I did Arizona. Arizona is very, very good. It has to do with Rubik's. Arizona is the Rubik's. When they're in I'd like to hear, listen to the Super Bowl tomorrow. Listen to that Super Bowl tomorrow and listen to the words they use. Those words will be repeated into the future, and whatever is in those words and whatever they touch and continue on to will spread. And people will talk about it. And it'll be in commercials. And everybody that's going to watch the Super Bowl, 50, 60, 70 million people that have one kid, two kids, 140 million. 140 million have two friends or four friends, 4, 5, 600 million. 1 billion people will see what's going on tomorrow, whether they watch it or they hear it from their kids or any which way they are. You all know that. What other way do we want to go? Where else should I go? October is a matching pair for March. Why? Because October is the third month of the reverse year, December, November, October, and March is the third year, so it's 10 and 3 equals to 13, and that will equal to number 19. That's why we have the Hebrew and the Easter at the same time between September, October, and March, and Passover. It's all around the same numbers. At the same time, since we have 10 October, add 6. October becomes the light, 16. March becomes 3. Okay, that's 19. 16 and 19, Standard and Poor's. The same time, March, because it's the third month, okay, and also the 10th month reverse, 0, 3, 0 gets 6, it becomes 63, becomes creation. 10 becomes 16. And March becomes 63, and 16 is 79. 7 and 9 is 16. We get the 7th way gateway. Do you want to count 987 as 1, 2, 3? 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 9, 8. And then we can go low shoe, which starts off as 4, 9, and 2. And then the next row is 3, 5, and 7. And then the next row is 8, 1, and 6. And this is low shoe. These are all systems that have been created or were created wherever they come from. They're there. Look them up. They're there. So I look into every single one and I use all of them. Whatever I bump into. Whatever you bump into is your value, your perception, your understanding. And the minute you share, that's where everything becomes broad. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. You know what? Let's take a look. I have to turn my lights on. No lights on. Ah, yeah. What color do we want? Oh, yeah. That's okay. I can see that. We got Israel, Raphael, Israel. Okay. The one thing I wanted to say is I was asked today is, what's your name? What's your name? You put on Facebook this, that. My name is Raphael, but P and H comes from 4 and 4. 4 times 4, 4 plus 4 creates the P and H. So my name is actually Rael, okay, but it's Raphael. Say as you wish. It doesn't matter. Just like they call me Ronnie, and all of a sudden they switched my name to Ronald. It was really Ronald. Everybody called me Ronnie for a long time. Now everybody on all my papers are now it's Ronald. Anyways, throw that away. Laser Lipa, Lazareth, Laser Lipa, and my last name, Free Meth. Free Meth. Free the Myth. My mother's maiden name, the Tsar, It of the Sky. So I took the Tsar, It of the Sky, the Laser Lipa, the Free Myth, the Ronald, Ronnie, and Raphael, I put them together, and I call it Raphael, Free the Myth of Zazareth, King of the Sky. Thank you for watching.